Hey there, you don't want to miss these life-changing lessons about money rules that we were never taught. Welcome to the Wisdom Mentor channel, where we talk about the rules of money. Do not forget to like and subscribe to be able to watch more videos like this on our channel. See, to achieve financial freedom, we must also make an effort to be financially literate. You must be aware of the awkward or intolerable silence that occurs whenever people discuss their income or spending levels. But if you clicked on this video, I don't think that's the case for you. Number 1. To get more money, know more about money. Francis Bacon said, "Money is a good servant, but a bad master." Being wealthy without having the education to support it might negatively affect us. Accepting that financial literacy is not available in schools is something we find challenging. Despite everyone understanding money as a shared language, we study in school to learn skills that will later pay our bills. They instruct us to strive for potential wealth rather than actual money. The fact that they don't provide you instructions on how to make the money work for you must be ingrained in your system. People find it strange that some are incredibly genius but do not make them rich. It is not rare. Being great at something does not mean you are a master of everything. This is a hard pill to swallow, meant for the people who want to become part of the 1%. You are lucky to be born at a time when information is abundant. Billionaires share their stories online, and CEOs teach us their ways. With that said, the only person you can blame when your life did not turn out to be what you expect is yourself. Number 2. Everything is New York. Everything is in constant motion. Nothing is still. To apply this to someone's life as an example, they are either getting richer or becoming poorer. Get with the times or die stuck in the old ways. You are either getting better at your habits or slowly succumbing to your old and unhealthy routine. Just like how the city of New York is a fast-paced country that leaves people who couldn't catch up. Another law is the consequences of your actions. Everything you put into the world is a seed that you planted for your future self to reap. To put it in a professional setting, the salary that they give you only pairs with how valuable your skill and education is. Getting more money requires you to study more. If you interpret what I said earlier about having money to work for you by doing nothing is a rule breaker, you still have to exchange something of value when you demand your wealth to generate on itself. There are multiple ways to earn big money, and not every single one is lawful and righteous. You may find this unfair and demotivating, but according to the karmic laws of the universe, they will pay for the actions. No one is an exception. Number 3. Think rich to grow rich. We are responsible for the life we are going to have in the future. That is why it is important to think abundantly, so you can change your reality according to what you want. This can be further emphasized by the gap between how rich people and poor people think. The wealthy are only thinking of ways to become better. Their limitation exists, but not for them to be stopped. Meanwhile, the poor only focus on their shortcomings. They fear what they cannot see. The rich only see potential and investments. With that said, you attract what you think. And according to Murphy's Law, which coincidentally is the third law I will be discussing, the more you fear it, the more it's going to happen. When you fear your future failure, your chances of gaining that life increase. This is because we spend mental energy and effort thinking of ways to prepare for said failure and not having an idea of what we should have spent in formulating a solution to avoid it. You are either attracting what you deserve or repelling opportunities. Number 4. The truth about money. Accountants and consultants may condition you to hold your wallets and purse tightly in front of your chest for the sake of not losing money. However, it is silly when we realize that we put our lives on the line for papers with ink. Money may buy us what we want, but at the end of the day, it is only paper. Hoarding paper does not make you educated about money. The key to this is playing the money game, knowing that those papers only represent the value it holds. It is our conscious decision and action that makes them more valuable than what is written on them. And using this statement, I bring you the last feature that you need to know about the rules of money. Keep in mind that you should not treat this video as a finish line for when you want to be wealthy. Instead, use this video as a starting point to become more knowledgeable of real-life monopoly. The last law is how to be comfortable with money. Number 5. Rich people are comfortable with money. They acknowledge the purpose it holds. It is a means of exchange, or as I have said earlier, it is a universal language that everybody gets. But they do not hold themselves the slaves for the money they possess. To be financially literate is to be comfortable with every money situation that may or may not happen to you. You can observe how the rich do not talk about their financial problems because they do not have any in the first place. And on rare occasions that they encounter one, they take a step back to see the bigger picture and continue based on what they have learned in the past. Poor people struggle with having money, and they often talk about it unaware of the fact that they can use the time and energy to curate answers on how to get out of their struggles. Being aware of what you lack and what you have can make you miles ahead of who you were. In this stage of life, you are only starting to learn about the ways of money. Do not stop, and do not put a deadline on learning. You are on your way. You have reached the end of the video. What's your greatest takeaway from this video? Comment down below. Let me know what you want us to talk about in the next video by commenting your suggestions down below.